Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to the Jupay Podcast Live. My name is Nathan Carl. Thank you so much for joining us. So after all the talk and build-up and hype and all of that, the 2026 World Cup has officially begun. It started on the 11th of June. So far, how many games have been played? About 3 or 4 games have been played. Exciting results, very interesting things, off-the-field controversy, and all of that. They all come together to make the 2026 World Cup fun and exciting. And thank you for being a part of today's edition of the Jupay Podcast Live. And that is, as it suggests, we are actually live and you're watching us on YouTube. You are listening to us on X Spaces. You're also watching us on Facebook and then on TikTok as well. You can also watch us on the X Spaces or live on our X handle. You can follow Jupay at Jupay Official or Jupay on the platforms. And you can drop your comments as well in the comment sections on the various platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and X. Would love to go through those comments a little later. Let me introduce my guys. Fento Tahiru Fento, who's already feeling very patriotic and is in his Black Stars jersey.
Oh, Charlie. No more?
Miniano.
Oh, would I?
Miniano.
You see this jersey with this black star?
Yeah.
That's power.
What is power?
We are spelling Panama. Nathan.
Uh-huh.
We are spelling Panama on Wednesday. I had a dream.
Uh-huh. That we had beaten Panama by 6?
That we are spelling Panama.
Are you not sure you
probably ate too much.
Coach, what are you saying?
I'm saying I'm just asking.
That didn't sleep well.
Maybe you could have a dream that says we'll beat them. But to beat them 6 or you are going to spank them.
England did it. Why can't we do it?
Okay, I hear.
Coach Christopher Nimley is also here. Chris, how are you?
I'm fine. Just that today I've forgotten the Ododo.
Oh, okay.
I was in the house with Madam doing some general cleaning throughout the day, so I forgot.
You forgot.
And then Sean just called me that, Coach, I said, Sean, I'm ironing. I'm going to take bath and come. Sean didn't remind me of the Ododompo. So
anyway.
I forgot. But look, we are ready. I think we are pumping.
I'm in the mood, though.
We'll get going.
I've vowed that for the rest of this month, I will wear only Ghana jersey every day.
I'm in
problem.
the mood, but I'm not happy. Besides,
Okay. No, I think I know why you're unhappy. We'll get to that. But listeners and viewers, before we proceed, a few quick announcements. First of all, we are powered by Jupay, your number one money remittance service. So if you're in the US currently, Canada, the UK, you want to send money to Ghana, Togo, Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Kenya, and South Africa, Jupay is the best way to send that money. Set up your account, link your card, link your bank account, enter the recipient's details. They would have linked their Momo. They would have, you can send it to their Momo. They don't even have to link it. Send it to their Momo and their bank account, and voila, they will get that money in seconds. Great service, smooth, no issues, no glitches, nothing hidden. All of that on the table for you to enjoy from our very good friends at Jupay. If you want to meet a need, send or meet that need via Jupay. Now, Jupay has wonderful news for everybody who is watching or listening to us. Now, the first piece of exciting news is for our viewers and listeners in Canada, or somebody who will be in Canada by the time the Black Stars play their first game on the 17th of June. Now, if you are in that category, I have news for you. I want you to call me a little later on the show, and I'll tell you what it is that I have for you. So if you are in Canada, or you will be in Canada by the 17th of June, or you are watching us from Canada, give me a call later on the show. I have something nice for you.
That's right.
Trust me, I have something nice for you from Jupay. Jupay has something absolutely phenomenal for you if you are in Canada,
Fantastic.
or you'll be in Canada by the 17th of June, 2026. Give me a call when we open the lines. We have something delicious for you. The second piece of exciting news is for those who are in the United States. Right? Now, if you're in the United States, on the 19th of June, Jupay is organizing an all-white cruise party. Wow.
All-white
Cruise party.
You
Wow.
mean they'll organize a party on a cruise ship.
Thank you.
And everybody will wear white.
Charlie. So be ready, because the 19th of June, that's where Jupay is organizing the all-white cruise party. It's happening in New York on the 19th of June. Where is it happening? It's happening at Pier 36, 299 South Street in New York. 299 South Street in New York. Just imagine if the New York Knicks win the NBA championship, then on the 19th, you are part of the cruise. Which name? Ding, 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 ding. Now, the guest star...
How many games into it now?
The NBA Finals.
3?
4, actually. Then the Knicks are 3-1 up. One more win for them, and they are champions. They play in San Antonio early Sunday morning, 12:30. I'll be watching.
So you stay up to watch?
I watch.
Just after the Brazil-Morocco.
Heavy.
And on that.
Oh, Bema Yejinem heavy. Now, the special guest for the cruise party is the one and only Wendy Shea, the queen of Shea Nation.
Mahama Peshe. Nanado Peshe.
Na ampa.
Itankwa Peshe.
Ampa. So Peshe ampa.
Because Peshe.
Ampa. So Wendy Shea will be there. So when the they were neat and into so when the show will be on the cruise on the 19th of June, right? When the show, she's part of the all-white World Cup cruise party being organized by our very good friends at Jupay. So tonight, I've given you all kinds of good news. If you're in Canada, call me a little later in the show. We have something for you. Before we proceed, guys, Chris, please usher us into the hands of the Lord, because there are serious issues on the table.
Yes, make it brief.
You are about manche mia manche. When a ho ni ma ho na ma ho. You are one chebo. Wakogbele yache you manche yele aba.
Amen.
Ni waba le waba. Waba tashi washita mone Jupay. Ke waba wo session wo fe wo gbe ami ni wo ka Ghana bi ke mambi ni yo jele mi fen aywe. One fe wo gbe ami ya no kwale mi. When wo ba no ka Black Stars team eh. And in Canada bi no na make wo feel jealous and no you wa keje jealous and bo nche botemomi. Botemomi no ka market Thomas Partey or no Thomas Partey denche Panama wo ba kumia me. Ka me domoji am in wiki wo team eh ni Panama awo ni wakanye wo go ame Masters England there won kumia Panama no ba kumia England ye yesu ba me egbu egba won kenyen no wo shi no otane wo la ka show ni ba ne oba wo hia no nyan oba ni Ghana fe ana minhye ya no kwale me shidambo ko ye UK or America or Canada yo azebat kenke ba ke ko senish ka kemba Otano Senishkake, South Africa, Kenya, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire. Efie ye jelemi. Nona sako use no Jupay. Ko senye. Ko tano senye. Tamo short code. Coach. Thank you. Alo Nathan.
Yes.
Ko senye at your first time no I said no. O ye discount ko pa no ba ye leke emu. Ye mishe. Discounted da.
Amen.
Ko fina kono zebat ba job.
Amen.
One double shin. Ye hiwale na. Ye yesu ba me. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Powerful.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Powerful.
Amen. So
It's
that's
not everybody who can pray in their native
Bro, I
language.
tell you, it's not easy. It's not easy.
So yeah,
It's
as
very interesting, the concept of prayer. Even I pray in my language.
Yeah.
you pray in your language.
Yeah.
Like silently, yeah.
Preferably, that is what I like to pray.
To pray
I don't
in
like
your-
praying in English. I don't like, especially when I'm alone.
Yes.
I like to pray in Ghana.
I see.
Yeah.
That's quite. I mean, you're right. I mean, the concept of prayer is a very interesting one.
It is.
Right? And it reminds me of something some people say that, for example, if you are, okay, let's use Ghanaians as an example, right? When you are in a foreign land and you are thinking to yourself, some people say you think to yourself in your mother tongue.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I don't know how true it is, but that's what some people actually say. Anyway.
Sometimes the thinking comes with a certain interaction. So depending on who and what you're thinking about, that determines the language you are thinking in. So if you are thinking finances, you won't think in your local language because you're adding numbers.
You're adding numbers.
So
Yes, true.
A lot of it would be very English in nature.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. You're right.
But when there's that personal conversation with God,
yeah, exactly.
I prefer my local language.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Anyway.
That is why I think I have the freedom to say it the way I want to say it.
Yes, you're right.
It's not just you. Like I said, for me, like in my silent prayer, I pray in my local language.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, maybe you can let us know the language you pray in when you give us a call a little later. But let's get down to business. The World Cup has started. The Black Stars will play on the 17th. Between now and then, several matches will be played, but our focus really will be on the Black Stars first, and then we'll talk about some of the other matches that have been played a little later. So the Black Stars arrived in the US not too long ago, earlier this week, but they have a big challenge on their hands. Now, midfielder Thomas Partey, according to Canadian authorities and according to FIFA, will not be allowed entry into Canada. Now, why? In fact, you can correct me if I get anything wrong. Because the Canadians say that according to their laws, if you are standing trial or you are in court or you have a certain crime attributed to you and you are under investigation or under trial, should that crime be also on their law books, which is if they look at their law books and they see the same crime there, they are not allowing you into their country, even though you could be standing trial in another territory. Fent, did I get it right?
Essentially, they're saying that per their immigration laws, anybody that is standing trial for any crime or anybody undergoing criminal prosecution, it's not admissible.
Okay. So
that is really very simple.
If you're undergoing criminal prosecution.
Because they ask you that question when you apply. Are you currently being prosecuted for a crime?
Yes.
Now, that does not in any way suggest guilt or non-guilt. It just says, are you undergoing a certain process? If you are going through a criminal proceeding, then you're not allowed to come into our country.
Yes.
That has been strictly applied to everybody, and that's what has also affected Thomas. Unfortunately, as we know, Thomas is undergoing criminal prosecution
in the
UK. The law doesn't say the person is guilty. It just says if you're undergoing a certain procedure per our laws, you are not allowed to come in.
Okay. So that's the story with Thomas Partey. Before we get into anything, another reminder that if you are in the US, 19th of June, New York, that's where the All-White World Cup cruise party is happening, right? It's happening Pier 36, 299 South Street, New York, 19th of June. Guest star is Wendy Shea. What are you getting? Free t-shirts, free food, free drink, and free good time. Because once Madam of the Shea Gang or Queen of Shea Nation is around Wendy Shea, you will enjoy yourself. So that's a reminder for those in the US. All right, guys, let's get back to it. So we've established the ground rules. Guys, Thomas Partey will not be able to play for the Black Stars when the team plays against Panama in the opening game of Ghana's World Cup campaign. Ghana has 3 games, one against Panama, the other against England, the other against Croatia. Now, the games against England and Croatia will be played in the US. In the US, Partey can play because he's been given a visa. He can easily play in the US. Now, should the Black Stars go back to Canada for any reason to play, Thomas Partey cannot play because he will not be allowed entry.
And there's real scenarios where we could return to Canada to play further matches. If we finish in second in our group, we'll play a round of 32 game in Toronto, which means that he won't be eligible to play that one too. And even if we qualify to a round of 32 by finishing third, and then we progress to a round of 16, then we could be playing a round of 16 game in Vancouver. So the 2 scenarios where we could be returning to Canada twice more, even after the Panama match. The only way we don't go back to Panama is if we finish first in our group. Okay, the first scenario is if we don't qualify at all. The second scenario is if we qualify by finishing first in our group, because if you finish second, guaranteed we are going
to Canada,
Or the third scenario if we finish third in our group, round of 32, we will not be going to Canada. But then if we make it to round of 16, we will go back to Toronto. That is if we finish third in the group.
All right.
If we finish third in the group, round of 32, no Canada. But on that very lane, if you go to run a 16,
you are going back
you're
to
going
Canada.
back to Canada.
So he can't play. Anyway, so that is the reality. Thomas Partey will not be playing for the Black Stars on game day 1 of Ghana's campaign. Chris, the first question anybody would ask is, what does that mean tactically? That is the question for Carlos Queiroz to answer. And Chris, it looks like that's going to happen. So now, Chris, what does Carlos Queiroz do now that he won't have Thomas Partey? How does he work around with the midfield left to him, or left in terms of his options in that opening game against Panama?
Nathan, before I go into the minds or the heads of Carlos Queiroz, I must say that it is sad that football has become political. For once, I listened to Jamie Carragher.
Yeah.
I listened to Thierry Henry. I've listened to Didier Drogba. I read.
But okay, before we proceed, Chris, I think we need to check the veracity of those quotes, Fent.
Yeah, I think they are funny. Yeah, but I think
Nathan is pointing out.
I understand.
Something.
Let me.
These days they've been so.
If what I read, let me put it. If what I read from
was
these guys
true, it's
was
true. Then
Because if you say what you read, I can easily verify it now for you.
I should have said what I read, not what I listened.
Because I've done a lot of checks. I can't seem to find
them
where those quotes were
this
said.
World Cup Angasano.
It's a political World Cup.
Yeah.
I mean, so let's talk about. We can talk about.
Your point is still valid.
Your point is still valid. It's still a political World Cup.
Yeah, go on.
We've seen a referee, for no wrong of his, deny entry when he's been asked to go and do his job.
Yeah. Because his country is on a banned list.
FIFA is doing nothing about it. Then the question is, why do you agree to take the world to these countries? I mean, because of what is happening, it is taking something away from the World Cup. Because I can't imagine the Black Stars without Thomas Partey. It's not something I have ever imagined.
It's not that he's injured.
Not that he's injured, but he's not been allowed to go and serve his country. Because some lady or some ladies somewhere think that he has done something to them. It's not been proven. They are all allegations.
Yes. And he's in court trying to clear
his name. Should he be punished when it's been alleged that he's done this, he's done that, he's done this? Nathan, the examples are there of people who, when accused that they've done such a thing, they've been proven that dead. And there are other examples that says that when accused of such things, people have gone and they've been proven innocent.
No problem. So Partey has to go through the process.
So he has to go through.
Yes.
So until a court has pronounced the man guilty, you don't stand in his way of doing his job. Because at the end of the day, whatever they are doing, if it so happens that Partey, after all, is not guilty, what would they have achieved?
True, but Chris, they also say that for them, they haven't declared anybody guilty. According to them, if you are undergoing a court proceeding or a criminal proceeding, they cannot allow you in their country.
It's a law.
It's a law that exists.
Before Thomas had this case.
They may have their law.
If you've ever failed a Canadian travel,
I'm not saying they should make an example because it's Thomas, but FIFA should know better.
So now go to FIFA.
FIFA should know better.
So that is
so FIFA should be able to look into the faces of Canada and of the Canadian people. This is football.
Not just them. The
US too. This is football. So you cannot have your law or whatever. When you accept to host the world, you have to compromise on certain things. Why are you bringing us there? So are they trying to tell me that today, if Hakimi is also good, so if Morocco were to go to Canada, he can go?
He's not undergoing a trial.
He's not undergoing a trial.
I thought he was also.
No. His trial
he's not yet been charged.
He's not yet. He hasn't gone to court.
He's not in court.
He's not in court.
He's not in court. But the fact that Partey Partey is in court.
Yes.
Doesn't mean Partey is guilty.
Yes, but they are saying that so far as you are going through the process, they can't allow you.
But if a son of Canada is to let's say, be accused of, say they can keep him in the country.
That's what I don't see.
No, but you see,
we don't know.
No,
what
I want to ask. So I'm asking.
Well, unless
let's say Partey is a Canadian.
Yes.
And he's there, he's been accused.
No, you see, I'm sure if you are there, the law will also cater to you.
You see, the fact
so we can't also guess in terms of situation.
I am disappointed in FIFA. Yesterday when I heard the thing, it's like
I called you, remember?
Before you go on, so the Hakimi situation is that he will undergo, but he's not.
He hasn't undergone court.
Because he's also been accused.
No, but you see, the law is very clear.
But the law is not about accusation.
The law is not about accusation. Are you in court? Once you are in court, are you being tried? If you are being tried, we can't admit you in our country.
But the court hasn't started.
No, it has.
So in Hakimi's case, it's very clear. His proceedings have not started. So he can go.
You see, from what, for me, this is not football.
The FIFA angle is way.
So the problem is not. I don't think the problem is with
look,
Canada.
FIFA themselves. Look at the haste with which they even accepted what happened.
Because they say they
came out and said he will not go.
Yeah, because they say that in any case they are hosting their tournament in somebody's country. So that country's law will supersede anything they want to do. At least that's what they have said.
But you see, the issue is this.
I'm not saying I agree with FIFA though.
You let me just finish. It is sad.
I wanted to support something you were saying about the.
It is sad
people
that we find ourselves in such a situation.
It is.
It's extremely very sad. You know, must stand on the importance of Thomas Partey in our team.
Yes.
It's going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be difficult in the sense that that is the game we believe we need to get something out of.
Yeah.
To make it possible that we get into the next round of the tournament.
Yeah, that's true.
Morally, it's telling on the team. Psychologically, some of the boys are saying, wow, this is our main man here. This is the man who makes us all thick. When he's in the game, you see, I have worked with players before, and I continue to work with them. Even on this program. When I'm coming to do a program with you, I know the level. When I'm coming to sit with Fentio to have a discuss, I know the level with which the program is going to be. Those watching or listening to me, they know when there is Christopher Nimley, Fentio, Nathan Kwao, they have some.
They have expectations. Yeah.
To meet. And that is what Thomas brings to every member of that Black Stars team, including the technical team. So now that he's not going to be there, he sits in his room in the US watching that Panama game, and he'll be doing like this. Oh my goodness, I wish I was here. I am praying hard, and I believe it is the prayer of every Ghanaian that we are able to beat Panama. For those who sat there to orchestrate this thing, who will shake your hand, will not shake his hand with all those nonsense. Nathan, read my lips. Read my lips. Anybody watching me on the Jupay Podcast, that day, Thomas will remind the English people how good a player he is. I've had a personal interaction with him. And he told me that, Coach, in Solomon, no G. Na kan Jufo ke han show. Yo wahani ja chelewo. Shika je chelewo. Ambana miujoba. Can you translate?
So you're saying that Thomas says that all he prays for is for God to grant us all the ability to see that day, right?
See that day.
What day of the week is it?
The match is on Tuesday. It's on Wednesday.
It's on Wednesday. So
you're saying
that Tuesday night when he goes to sleep, he prays that God will grant us all the chance to see Wednesday. And that when match time comes. England will see the kind of player he is.
The England game is also a Wednesday game.
It's a Wednesday game.
That's a Wednesday. And he will show them. For me, I would say, my boy, show them.
Show them.
Show them.
Show them.
And they will see.
That's
Okay,
the title of a
but
song.
Kalaskiras, in answering your question, what do we do? Look, since you spoke to me, see, you called me and say,
Yeah, I
have
asked
I
you whether
heard?
you had heard
and
the
I said,
news.
I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
I've just heard the news. I'm trying to go through it. I've looked at the permutations. Sibo.
So the options left: Kwesi Sibo, Elisha Owusu, Caleb Irenchi. That's for the central midfield, defensive midfield.
That's right.
And so those are the three left, right?
Yeah, those are the
Augustine Boache is like an attacking midfielder. So
I think we shot ourselves in the foot by taking 5 midfielders.
yeah.
I said this year.
In
the last time we
hindsight, yeah.
I said, look, I think we
Even
could have
the day we-
sacrificed
yeah.
one of the
Yeah,
wingers
to bring in.
to bring in.
Yes.
Even the day we did the exercise here, when I said you should choose
Yes,
one,
yes,
I
yes.
said 7.
Six.
You said 7, yeah.
I think I did 6.
Yeah.
Because
I
number
never
5
thought-
is just like a
I
little
never
too
thought-
No,
light.
but you see, guys, I still, I kind of, when I think about the scenario, and Chris, I'll come back to you in a bit, I kind of also blame our people a bit because, thanks, for the life of me, I don't think anybody at the FA would not know this. You don't get the point I'm making.
Unless they're
Are
sleeping
you
on the
talking about the
job.
Thomas issue?
Yeah, I'm talking about, somebody should
before
have
we
known.
go to the tactics matter, like the actual
Okay,
issue
right.
itself, I think that's what Nathan is getting.
Yeah.
You
Did
think there's a
somebody know?
I think there's a point where you can blame the FA a little
What
bit.
I heard was that they knew, they tried going around it, they tried
You
conversations.
see, coach, the thing is this. When you go to IRCC
It's
is
the it's basically Canadian immigration.
Immigration, Refugee, and Citizenship Canada, which is the platform that you can apply for a Canadian visa. The rules are explicitly stated there. You see how, like, every website you see an FAQ section,
Yeah.
frequently asked questions. They will ask a question and answer. It's one of the questions that's number 2 or 3
You need to
boldly
provide-
written.
You have to provide answers.
If I am not that,
Not
like,
that-
they
because
ask
the-
it
the
and
question
answer.
of
So
if
they
I
say
am
like,
going-
if I am
undergoing trial
undergoing
in,
a criminal proceedings,
proceedings,
so am I eligible for a
and
Canadian
it is
visa?
there,
Then
Chris,
the answer will
big
come.
boy, Chris, it's huge.
So I will read it for you. If I read it verbatim
this
for
is
you.
a screenshot from the website.
Yes,
so
this
nobody
is-
can tell me
This
they
is
didn't know.
it. This is it, Coach. This is it, and I'll show it to you. Actually, I'll let you be the one to read it.
No, you go ahead.
It says, what? The help center. This is the question. What's the question? It says, no, you read it, Coach.
The question says,
Uh-huh.
I've been charged. Is that the one?
Go on. Yes.
I've been charged with a crime outside of Canada, and my trial is still underway.
Still underway.
Yes, still underway. Can I enter Canada?
What's the answer?
No. The answer says no. If your trial is still underway, you are criminally
Inadmissible.
inadmissible.
That's it.
You see, so
You see,
so the
it's
question I'm
plain
asking,
language.
yeah, so the
it's
question I'm
not,
asking
it's not
is-
hidden.
No, it's clear.
So it means that as we were trying to construct a team for the World Cup, and it
should have
became
had it.
clear that we were going to play against Panama
In Canada.
we quickly would think, what do we do?
Yes.
Maybe we should take an extra midfielder
Exactly.
in case this, because clearly it didn't look like the Canadians were going to bend.
Yes.
No.
So now, Chris, here we are. Midfield options, central midfield, Caleb Irenchi, Elisha.
Elisha. Look, woefully inadequate. I will say it as it is. Woefully
No, the
substandard.
midfield is very light.
Woefully
very light.
substandard.
Very light.
It's
Coach,
light.
before
And-
you go on
Okay,
on
go
the
ahead.
midfield issue, can I just say one or two things
Go
on
ahead.
the actual issue?
Go ahead.
You see, I think issues like this, when they come out, it exposes the nature of the society that we have and the principles that guide certain societies.
Yeah.
In the case of Canada, you can clearly tell that this is a society that is uncompromising in their principles, uncompromising in their laws, and that it doesn't matter who, the law must apply. And they're just applying the law here very simply. That's one side of it. The other side of things is this, and this is where I agree with Coach when he says FIFA has a huge problem. Because there are two fundamental principles that guide the acceptance to host any competition. It's called the host city agreement. When you sign that agreement, there are two fundamental principles you must guarantee. Number one, you must be able to guarantee the safety of all the people who are coming to your country to participate in the competition. So that we are not running or playing here, then somebody comes to start shooting people. Anybody that bids to host a competition, that is the number one thing you must guarantee. Safety. Basic need. Basic principle. You know the number two principle you must guarantee?
Nope.
Unrestricted movement of people.
Yeah.
Officials, players. You must guarantee. But it has become obvious that whatever FIFA made them sign,
didn't include.
No, that even though it did, no, it did.
It did. But
The countries are just, that's where my first point comes in. There are certain countries that are just uncompromising when it comes to certain things. The US being a big example. You see the referee issue. Even though they've signed an agreement with FIFA to say that officials, players are all must come out, they are saying that none of that supersedes our national security. Our national security is number one. And we can argue, and rightly so, about the extent of the security threats they think that the referee poses.
Yeah.
But once they have determined by themselves that they think that he is a security threat and will allow him in, that agreement that they signed with FIFA will not matter.
Yeah.
Because the reason they give for returning the referee, they say he has a relationship with a known member of a terrorist organization.
So it means he's also a terrorist.
That's the point. And you see
serious.
the arbitrary nature of it. They don't even tell us the nature of the relationship.
Yeah.
Maybe, coach, you took a picture with that guy 25 years ago.
And then he was not a terrorist.
And then he was not a terrorist. And he was also a friend there. Now you are a referee and he's a terrorist. You haven't spoken 25 years. But because you have a picture from 25 years ago, you have a relationship, so we won't bring you into the US. Will that be fair? That's just a scenario. Once you don't explain and determine the nature of the relationship to the public, it leaves us to wonder what it is we are talking about. In the case of Thomas, I would say that Nathan's point is entirely valid. That if we had done our due diligence, and I'm quite, the FA is full of very competent people, and I'm quite sure they did. And so if you did your due diligence and you knew that the Thomas situation was always going to be tricky and that it was 50-50 and there was no guarantee he would go to Canada, then that would have informed the addition of another midfielder.
Yeah, man.
And we have very good midfielders still available. In fact, Ashmeru is there.
Ashmeru is there.
He played the friendly game, looked fit.
Sulemana is there.
Sulemana could have also come in. And you know what? And this story wouldn't even have needed to come out. We could simply have left Thomas behind in the US and gone to play the game.
Yeah.
In fact, we could have planted an injury story.
Yes. That he's injured and something.
Yes.
So that psychologically we beat down all the noise.
Yeah,
That is what I'm getting to, coach.
We beat
because
down all the noise.
this story, what he has done. Look, I came here and I said that I thought Thomas was badly out of form.
That's also true.
It's also true. I still stand by it. And I said that even at the game against Panama, I wouldn't start Thomas. It doesn't mean that he is insignificant or unimportant in this team. Because whether we like it or yes, Thomas Partey is one of the most important members of this team. He's not just, he's deputy captain. So he's an influential figure. So he has to carry the team, he has to motivate the team. How do you motivate the team in a scenario where you yourself now needs lifting? Because trust me, he's a strong person. And the last 5 years, he's handled this matter with... I have huge respect for Thomas because of the way he's handled this issue. But he's human.
Yes.
And what this tournament has done, look, there's been so much noise around Thomas ever since we moved to, and coach mentioned it, that people are orchestrating it. Yeah. There's been so much noise around Thomas. You begin to wonder whether all of the noise around Thomas was worth taking him to the World Cup in the first place. Yeah. Because even before, as coach mentioned, even before we kicked the ball, it started with the whole handshake thing. Yeah. Very unnecessary. And now this story. So it's just like one negative story after one negative story after one negative story after one negative story. And it's just really, really look, I don't want to be in the shoes of Thomas right now. Because even if, no matter how good you are, even Thomas, he will read the news.
Of course.
He will know, he will see, he's on social media. He sees what people are saying. He sees what's going on. How do you think this affects him? Now, instead of even the national team is focusing a lot more on the team, they're now managing a crisis. Even before we have kicked the ball. The national team handlers are already handling a crisis. Even before we have kicked the ball. And this is a team that has had less than ideal preparation. We played one friendly game.
And a little later we'll touch on the preps and see whether or not this has been a very bad way to
it's prep. It's a really, really unfortunate situation. Really unfortunate. I will not blame Canada. The law is in fine print. And for all those that are roping in angles of racism, and please, guys, if there's one country that has shown enormous openness in their immigration policy,
it's Canada.
It's Canada. They've been very welcoming. And this has nothing to do with the fact that Thomas is African or he's black or he's any of these things. It's just the law. And I've seen people quoting, just like Coach brought in the Hakimi situation, we clarified. It's important to also clarify the situation of someone like Bril Mbolo. Somebody said Mbolo too is if Canada. Mbolo, he was already convicted.
Yes. And then
Mbolo's case ended in 2020.
2023.
2023.
Convicted in 2018.
He convicted and was fined.
He was
suspended sentence. And fined 100,000.
Appeal. He lost.
He lost the appeal earlier this year, or late last year.
And
he decided to not appeal again.
Yes.
So he has been convicted, and he has nothing to do with rape. His was altercation.
Yes.
Okokuntoka, he went to fight.
Yes.
It's not.
And the punishment was the fine, I think. And
100K fine.
And then he paid.
So the Americans didn't want to let him in because of that whole matter. But they fixed it. He has paid the fine.
That he had paid the fine.
He has served his punishment. They gave him the visa and he came. It's not the same. It's not the same. You understand? So for me, I think the issue, as complicated and as sad as it is, Nathan, we need to accept that we also have a certain responsibility.
Of course.
And please, guys, I think there are some Ghanaians that are not bringing any sort of nuance into this conversation at all. The ones that think that the decision defeats the legal principle or presumption of innocence until proven guilty. There are two different things. It's not the same. The fact that they've denied him visa based on a law doesn't mean
they've pronounced
that
him guilty.
They are saying he's guilty. No, the law is just clear. However, I think we can interrogate the spirit of the law itself.
And that's for the lawyers to do.
And ask whether or not you don't think the law is prejudicial. Because Coach mentioned something important. The fact that I am being prosecuted for a crime that I've been alleged to have committed doesn't mean that all of my life should be put on hold and I should have all kinds of restrictions put on me. We know that those things happen, but they are determined on a basis court. It's the same thing as bail. They can be accused of something. They arrest you. Sometimes they grant you bail and collect your passport and say you can't travel.
You can't go anywhere.
Meanwhile, maybe in the spirit of that crime, you are not even guilty, but they'll still do it anyway. It's just the way the law works, unfortunately. You understand? Because they will say you are a flight risk. You don't want to run away, but they will still seize your passport and say, so long as you have been brought here and arrested here,
we'll have to
this is what we do. This is what the law says we can do.
All right.
So, unfortunate, but it's a really sad situation.
All right.
And for me, I think it's very straightforward. I already, as far as the game itself is concerned,
you would not
I had already said that Thomas should not start the match. And so, in that respect, it doesn't change much. But it would be nice to have him on the bench as an option. Now we are denied that opportunity. But for Coach, he thinks that he's a critical member of a team and should be starting every match. So now that he's out, I don't know what Coach thinks about how we can line up.
So now, what does Carlos Queiroz do?
He's in a very difficult situation.
2 6s and Caleb, or Caleb and one person or he changes the entire mix of that midfield?
Because
I
to be
think
fair, maybe
he
he
has
has
to
been
change.
training with Thomas Sef.
No,
And
but
now
he's-
all of a sudden,
we've seen the clip.
Yeah.
We've seen the clip. We've seen the training sessions, and we've seen the personal communication.
Yeah.
And that sent some huge messages across that, look, you are the main man. You are going to show the boys what I demand of them. Okay? And all of a sudden, if it's not there, those tactical messages that were done on the personal level to get him to get everybody to play in the city will have to now be given to another person. As to whether the person has got it. Because look, take it or leave it. In that midfield, without Thomas Partey, is a very inexperienced midfield. Callum Chirichi hasn't played in the World Cup before. Elisha Wusu went for the
To
last
Qatar,
time,
yeah.
but he didn't kick a ball. I stand to be correct on that. Sibo,
First time.
the Boachi boy.
okay,
So the midfield, without Thomas Partey, in my view, is non-existent. But we have to play the game. So if I was the one in there, I need to think through something. So in fact, Nathan, I've been thinking through something since yesterday. And I would do something that I wouldn't have done, but because I saw Otuado did.
You saw Otuado doing it. So
I think under the circumstance, that is what we should do. I've always advocated that I would do a 3-man midfield.
Okay.
You see, the ACL boy,
Nyama.
NS Nyama.
Yeah.
I saw under Otto. Otto played him
As a 10. I know
as a
in a
10.
couple of games, yes.
Played him as a
Yeah,
10.
as a 10. Sometimes.
More or less added him to the midfielders. It was him, Partey, and some other person. Looking at what we have there, the Augustine Boachi boy, he's not played for Ghana before.
Yeah.
He's not had even a friendly game for Ghana before. I looked at him, I looked at his situation, I said, look, and I looked at the size of the game we are going to play, how important that game is. It's a game that you don't want to waste any substitution. You don't want to throw a player in there. The occasion gets to him. The jersey is unable to be properly carried along. And you have to take him out of the spotlight. If Augustine Boachi had played for the Black Stars, like, even if he had 5 caps, okay, 5, I would have thrown him in there. Okay, I would have thrown him in there. But because he's not played even a game for the Black Star, that is not the game to experiment with him. To start him, he could sit on the bench, get him to advise, get one of the technical men to look at what is happening, advise him, per the situation that is okay. You've been told what to go and do, haven't watched, so go and do that. So if I'm to put a midfield, I'll always do a midfield 3. I will put Elisha Wusu, Caleb, and Nyama.
I see. So you'd play Elisha Wusu, Caleb, Yirinchi, and Nyama. Nyama as a 10.
I keep mentioning that
that's an interesting pick.
Yeah, I keep mentioning that because of the defenders we've got. Is it our defenders? They are not good passers of the ball.
Yeah. My only
So
question
I
to you
always
on
want
that.
to give them that as many options as possible. They can go right, they can go. Because look, if you are watching, most of the teams are avoiding the unnecessary turnovers.
Yeah.
So again, we saw in that South African-Mexican game, the press.
The press. If
The
you
press.
lose the ball in midfield,
You are
that
in
is
They are
it.
getting punished.
So if our defenders are not good passers and we cannot survive the press in defense, it means they're going to be doing
You have to go
bim,
long.
bim, bim. And you look at the bim, bim, bim. The accuracy level, anytime they've done that, 95% of it, we've given the ball away. I will encourage them to do that if there's clear danger. But even when there's not clear danger, when they decide to go long, they give it away. So I want to give them enough options. The fullback options will be there, and I want to then give them the 3 midfield options. And then, of course, under pressure, see the mistakes ahead of you and go to the strikers or the wingers. So I would do Elisha Wusu, Yerenchi, and then Enes Niyama.
So
and then I'll go Bosuba on the right, Semenyo on the left, and I'll maintain. I'll do Thomas Asante.
Brandon Thomas Asante ahead of Jordan.
Yes, I'll keep Jordan.
So
Who
your
wears the
midfield
armband
three,
in that case?
In that case,
Both of your captains are
because
not
both of your captains are not starting.
fast with the armband. They should get somebody and put it on.
You know that's not going to happen, right?
No, but at the end of the day, it's about Ghana.
I think Jordan will play because
see,
he's captain.
no,
I think so too.
He play it. Coach
see,
knows.
no, it is
but
not
the
about-
coach's preference is that
I
he
am
doesn't
looking.
play.
I am
So-
looking.
so
at
But
this
he
fixture.
knows that he'll play.
So your midfield, who will do what for you?
Oh, in my midfield, of course, Elisha was said, and I
Caleb
think
box to box.
the Caleb box to box, but
Near my 10.
his box to box will have to be what measured. He only does the box to box when it is obvious we have a proper attack that there are gaps.
Yeah.
Then he goes. But if there are no gaps, come on, tactically. And I expect if he has to be micromanaged to take away some of the adrenaline burning in him to be doing that, you have to do that.
And that has to fall on Elisha, the older player.
Don't leave, because look, if he were to leave him alone, I believe that any team that defends, he can only leave him alone if our fullbacks are going to remain in position.
Okay.
They will not be going this way. If our fullbacks are there, he can leave him. But in that case, with Elisha and the fullback and the two central defenders, we'll have 5 men behind the
5.
ball. If we lose it, that is a solid defensive shape. To have 5 out of the 10 outfield players defending, you can defend and wait for the others to come and join. But if our fullbacks are also going to be going, then Yerenchi cannot, because Thomas wouldn't have gone that far if he were to be played alongside Yerenchi, Elisha, and Thomas. Then Yerenchi will be encouraged to go and come frequently. But now that Thomas is not there, he needs to be mechanical in his approach, very pragmatic. Demarcation of areas to make sure that he stays within the zone. And Elisha will have to do a lot of talking. A lot of talking. If we cannot control him, then I'm afraid to say Sibo will have to come in ahead of Enes Niyama in midfield.
So
but
then
the problem here is that you
say-
cannot have all your midfielders starting the game.
Yeah, it's true. You need to have somebody to come in.
It's a very dicey situation.
It is a tricky situation.
Very tricky. You cannot have all of those. One of them will have to sit it out.
I think that your proposition is a very interesting prospect. I would say the problem that you anticipate could arise as a result of maybe Yenchi's inexperience in that sense. Maybe I think that could be fixed by bringing in Augustine Asante.
Augustine Boache.
I've seen him play. He's actually not as forward in position as many think he is.
A player
He's actually
who's
really
profiled
good
as
box
a
to
10,
box as well.
For a player who's profiled as a 10,
Yes.
when he plays as a 10, he's very disciplined, almost less flamboyant.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
He doesn't. He's not. Yeah. He's not a Kudus type of
No,
player.
Like I said, I will start him
Yeah.
if he had played at least 3 or 5 times for the team.
for the national
You see,
team.
you are looking at this. You have to be smart here. This is a young, inexperienced team. When Aminu,
But isn't that why, Chris? Isn't that why? Isn't that
was it
why you
Dramani?
need?
Yes,
isn't that why
Aminu.
you need
When Aminu-
Jordan in the team to
206.
guide them?
206, Habib, come on, he was surrounded by experienced players. You may want to say Jordan to guide them, but you see, if Jordan is going to guide them, Charlie, he has to change his style. And Jordan and his level will not change. So
Are you talking about Augustine Boache here, or like?
No, I'm saying
Yes,
that
I'm
Chris,
saying
Chris
that.
is making a point that this team, and I understand this team averagely is young.
Yes.
very inexperienced.
Look at that back four. That back four hasn't tasted high profile
They've not
football
played together. They've not played together.
right? So, and Chris is talking about experience. All of us here agree, but I'm saying that doesn't
Support the
that
reason why
mean
Jordan
that
will have to start.
in
You see,
terms of experience, then you can have Jordan in the team to guide them because
Jordan,
I think-
Jordan
I
being
think-
in the team will not be in that zone
Okay.
where we
Yeah.
need the coaching to be done. He will be in another
So if Jordan
department.
were a midfielder,
Then-
that's fine.
No.
Jordan is
I
by
would say
default not.
I disagree with Coach on the
Watch the issue.
yes. Thank you.
I mean, no,
it's a risk. Exactly, it's good.
We can
my disagreements actually stems from coach's assertion that he would have started him only if he had played. And I'm saying that of all our players, he's played more. He's the one to have played the most competitive game, the latest. Do you get the point I'm making?
As in
that decider,
he was the last one out of this squad to play a competitive match.
No, but Chris is talking about his experience in the Black Stars.
In the Black Stars
3 to 5 matches as a Black Stars player.
Okay.
He wouldn't mind.
Not that he's not an experienced player. I'm talking about he's not
Black
played
Stars.
for Ghana before.
Okay, but even okay, I get you. Yeah. But even with that, I disagree.
You'd still risk.
It's not a risk.
Not risk, but you play him.
You play. Why is it a risk? Sanaya has never played.
Okay, fair
He's
point.
all of a sudden starting right back.
Sanaya hasn't played.
Yeah,
and he's had a feel of the team already in a friendly game where he came aggressively and did
I get you, coach.
Even his performance is not something.
No,
we are all hoping that he repeats.
No, but coach, I'm saying that. But before the friendly, had he played with them?
No, I'm saying he hadn't played.
And when he came, what happened?
Okay, I can give you several examples of
No,
players who
I
hadn't
get
played.
you, but I'm also
When they
giving you an
came,
example
they were
of
disaster.
someone who had never played
Yes,
with the team.
everybody
started his first match.
There's going
balled
to be,
out.
There's going
It's
to
really
be,
very. And then we have examples of the ones who have played that, came back, still went, and it didn't go well.
So you see, I'm talking as a technical man.
Yes.
For them to decide to throw him in there, a lot of psychological talking will have to be done to the boy. Not because he's incapable. He can go there and do a job. But it is a game that you are playing an opponent that we believe we should be beaten. They also believe they should be beating us.
Yeah.
That makes the game very dicey and very difficult to execute. So, look, they should think through it. But like I've said, I'd rather have him on the bench, have a look at what is going on and throw him.
Then later throw him.
But my pick for that third midfield role would be because Enyama, I don't think will last 90 minutes because of the ACL.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think. So
last week you said you wouldn't even start him in any match.
No. I said if he can give me 60, 65, I will start. If not, he'll come and change. So there is the case where in the absence of Thomas Partey, maybe you start him, he can give you 60 minutes. 60 minutes, then watch it, let's go. Because he and Esneman have a feel of the Black Stars. He's been one of our important players anytime he's fit. He can get a certain harmonious situation to prevail. So when you are coming, you are not coming in the chaotic situation where you be demanded to do it. You have to go in there believing that you can do it simple and enjoy yourself. So these are things you have to look at and see how it goes.
Fred.
Oh no, I just pick on it. I mean, it's an interesting choice that coach made, that midfield three. My only disagreement again would be that I would throw in Augustin Boache
ahead of Nyama.
Yes,
in that position.
I think that the issue of him not playing with the team at this point, we really don't have a choice. I feel like maybe it's not necessary to place that much premium on it, given the circumstances that we find ourselves in. We just need to trust that he can go in there and do a job. And to be fair, he's been training with the team for a long time. Yeah. Obviously, training and much fitness, much experience, not the same thing. However, he would have played with a lot of these other midfielders together in training every single day for the past 12 days, or is it 15 days that they have been training. So he would have had enough experience with that team.
He would have been playing with them, but I'm not sure he would be with the first team.
No problem.
He'll be playing against the first team.
Yeah, but now also he's got about 6 days, or is it Wednesday, right? So 4 days to train in real game scenario.
It's a pick. I mean, it's a pick they can decide.
Yeah, exactly. I have a feeling that either way you wouldn't really complain much.
No, I won't complain much.
So,
it's just that if he's introduced and he does it, that's going to make me very happy.
So it's an interesting midfield choice. I would just swap Nyama for Augustin Boache. Okay. Also because I feel like he has a more natural midfielder instinct and will be more aware of the danger situations to be able to maybe interchange positions with Yenchi. If Yenchi wants to bump forward, he will have that patience to be able to relax and come back, have some energy to chase down a player. Nyama might not have that capacity because of the aforementioned issues coach spoke about last week that he still alluded to today.
Okay.
Panama press intensely.
They do.
and you don't want maybe another player with injury giving a certain responsibility of having to chase down players. And the reason I would have probably started him maybe as a forward player is that he doesn't need to chase back a lot. But in midfield, you never stop running because you have to, as Coach mentioned, you have to constantly be aware. You have to be in a certain zone, never leave there, keep a certain level of discipline, press forward, track back. It's very, very difficult to do. For a player that's just coming back from injury, maybe that's not exactly a scenario that you want to have him. Ogestin Boachi, on the other hand, he's played a lot of football this season. He's match fit. The reason he arrived in camp late is because he was playing competitive football. So he doesn't have any of those issues whatsoever. He's ready to go. In fact, he went just before he came to join the team. So he played 90 minutes in that playoff match. Had a really good game. So, and he's a national midfielder. As I said, he's not as forward, like many people think he is. He doesn't play that high up.
Because we need to find a way to. I agree with you. I mean, everything you said, I'm in line with that. But I'm looking at what the atmosphere or the game could bring to him. If it's used, I pray he hit it from the word goal.
Okay.
Of course. But another thing, because we need to think about not losing the ball necessarily.
Yeah. That's what you get with
Especially
Nyama.
in
That's
midfield.
actually my fear too. Because he's a player that's not afraid to take on players.
That is
so, and if you're a midfielder, that's dangerous.
That's it.
Because when you lose the ball,
That's it.
you don't want to, when a winger loses the ball,
That's why a midfield three,
exactly
4-2-1. Is it
Yes.
can do 4-3-3 like that or 4
1 and then 3.
Because when the forward players lose the ball, you still have like 2 defensive line covers to try and
Yeah,
take
but
the
if the
ball back.
midfielder
If the
loses
midfielder loses the ball, all of a sudden you only have one cover.
I think Yirinchi and Elisha Owusu will be very important.
That's
on
why I
Wednesday.
said last week that I'll start the two of
it
them.
started
It will be
two.
very
Yeah.
important, especially in the absence of Thomas Partey.
Elisha to keep the discipline.
Elisha
Yirenchi
look,
to provide
if he
some
doesn't-
energy.
I pray he cuts this. If it doesn't sort of like
Bring some
very well.
aggression.
do very well, I think this will be his end with the Black Stars. Because
Wow.
because I'm looking at coming to challenge to win the AFCON. We are not going
Should
to
we
win that.
qualify for the next one?
Yes, we should be targeting winning that AFCON. Oh. Especially it's a back-to-back.
Have to qualify first.
Back-to-back AFCON. Oh, we
No,
qualify.
we have to
Otuado was not too good a coach.
So 27, 28. Because after 28, it's 4 years now. So
We need to win one of those AFCONators. If we don't win one of those,
That one, I agree with you.
You would say,
Yeah.
"Come."
it gets complicated.
The following 4 years might not come and meet us.
That
Yeah,
is
that's
it.
true. Anyway, this is still the Jupay podcast. You can drop your comments. We'll open the phone lines in a bit. In terms of what has happened in the World Cup so far, let's start from recent to oldest. Switzerland are currently leading Qatar by 1-0. Surprise, surprise, friends, it is Bril Mbolo who has scored. He scored a penalty in the 17th minute to give Switzerland the lead.
The visa worked.
The visa thing with. Anyway, in terms of the other results, from newest to oldest, USA 4, Paraguay 1, Canada 1, Bosnia 1. And there was a game that I was surprised at the Canadians. I love the intensity with which they played. And they were very brave in trying to find the
They're
equalizer.
North American. That's how they play.
Intense.
They're not technically gifted.
So they play with intensity.
Yes.
Well, look, Pochettino's US team, I was
They were very good.
They really overwhelmed
They were
Paraguay.
very good.
Chris, the press was crazy. They really overwhelmed Paraguay. And I think that I watched Falorin Balogun. Those were some good goals he scored.
Yeah.
Brilliant goals. Falorin Balogun for Monaco.
See, the press. Oh.
No,
Yes.
but
And then this game-
the jury now go. God damn.
No, that was very good, man. That's
Outside
very
of
good.
the four.
Yeah,
Oh, my
outside. Oh, he came off the bench. South Korea 2, Czechia 1. Another game where intensity won it. So which means that already this intensity.
Do you know who scored South Korea's first goal?
No, who scored South Korea's first goal?
You missed the joke.
I don't remember his name, but
No, I get his-
the name of
the guy
South Korea's first goal scorer
Yeah.
is Hwang. So when I said, you know who scored South Korea's first
I
goal?
said where's Hwang? The
They
number
didn't know.
6.
Your answer should have been
Hwang.
Hwang.
Hwang, very good goal. Awareness to see the keeper kill the ball, ding the goalkeeper. And then you had Mexico
And
2.
the second goal scorer is called
Oh, yes. But one other thing I found interesting from the South Korea-Czechia game, Czechia's goal, straight from a throw-in. And I think that it is something, I said this World Cup will be a very interesting World Cup. I think we'll see teams using...
Surprisingly, nobody was heckling anybody. Nobody was doing an Arsenal there.
Yeah.
But yes, still a goal was scored.
Yeah.
So that tells you that you need not to do that.
Yeah. You need not
So FIFA...
Of course, FIFA has been talking about ruling out those physical things.
Physical contact.
Czechia scored. They actually scored 2 from the throw-in. One was ruled out. The other went. Anyway, and then the first game, Mexico 2, South Africa 0. Again, another game where intensity played a part. Mexico's first goal. And also something I noticed, the advantage or how a striker can see a gap and take advantage. Raul Jimenez saw the gap and he went to find that header. It reminds me of something that Panama usually do. They like to go long from back to front.
Yes,
so which means we have to be very aware of the long pass. And
behind between the defender and the fullback.
The fullback. Be very aware because Panama.
But in all of this, it was the Shito performance that undid them.
No, Sitole.
Huh?
Sitole. That is his name.
No, the fact they need to go back.
They need to what?
Go back.
Go back.
Go. Wait, coach, hold on. They need to
go back.
to their country.
They need to go back to their country. They've got jobs in their country to go and do. They need to go back.
If you are supporting South Africa, they will say that you are taking their jobs.
They are taking their jobs. So
everybody was supporting Mexico.
So that they go back and go do their jobs.
Anyway, this is still the Jupay Podcast Live. My name is Nathan. My friend Tahir is here. Coach Christopher Nimis. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get to the lines. We'll take calls. As I said, if you are in Canada or you'll be in Canada on the 19th of June, call me because I have something nice for you. We'll be right back after this short break. Don't go anywhere. This is the Jupay Podcast Live, powered by Jupay, your number one money remittance service. Catch you on the flip side.
Send money home with no headaches, with smiles on the faces of loved ones. It's convenient, fast and easy. Try me Jupay. Jupay has the best rates on market. We hope you make the most of your money. Meet a need, send via Jupay. Try me Jupay.
Welcome back. This is the Jupay Podcast Live. My name is Nathan. Our coach Christopher Nimley and Fento Tahiru are still here with me. This show is proudly powered by Jupay, your number one money remittance service. Now, if you are in Canada, I said I had good news for you. I have actually two pieces of good news. This is the first one. If you are in Canada, I want you to do something. Download the Jupay app right now. Sign up, create an account, and the goodie is waiting for you. Right? Download the Jupay app. Sign up. Once you sign up, the goodie is waiting for. Now, what is that goodie? If you are thinking that I'm joking, it is a ticket to go and watch Samini live in Toronto, or as you guys say in Canada, in Toronto, on the 21st of June.
Toronto.
On Toronto.
Oh.
Right? So if you just signed up to Jupay, you've won a ticket to go and watch Samini. Now, for the existing Jupay customers in Canada, look out for a pop-up regarding the program. Click on it and book your tickets. Right? Now, where is it happening in Canada? It's happening at the Apostle Continuation Hall, 10 Belfield Road. Charlie, how do we pronounce it? Etobicoke, I think. Is it Etobicoke?
Huh?
You haven't been to Canada before?
I have been to Toronto.
Toronto. Okay, me, I don't know. This one, it says it's...
And Saskatchewan.
No, Etobicoke in Ontario.
Sorry.
And then the code is provided there. So please, download the Jupay app. Sign up. Get a ticket to go and watch Samini. If you're an existing Jupay customer, look out for the pop-up regarding the program. Click on it and book your ticket to see Samini live on the 21st of June in Canada. So that is the wonderful thing I have, or one of the wonderful things I have for those in Canada. The other piece of wonderful news for those in Canada, when they call me on the number, I will share that news with them. So at this moment, the phone lines are open. You can give us a call. You can give us a call. You can also drop your comments on YouTube, on Facebook, on X, on TikTok, all the platforms, and then we'd love to hear from you. So you can give us a call. Give us a call. And
the number is on the screen, yeah?
The number is on the screen, I'm told. So
we have a cracking game later tonight too.
yes, baby, I'll take predictions before we leave. Brazil v Morocco. All right, that's a good one, isn't it?
Excellent
Wonderful.
game.
Exciting game. Anyway, this is still the Jupay Podcast Live. You can give us a call. If you're calling us from Canada, let us know. I have a goodie for you. Right?
Yes.
If you're calling us from
And
Canada.
you can call us from anywhere else as well. No, I said, but the other people in the other places too can still call.
Yes, you can call us. But our callers from Canada, today we have something exciting
they get a
for
special goodie.
you. Today you are getting a special goodie. So give me a call. My producers, do we have somebody on the line? Not yet, but you can still send in your calls. The WhatsApp number is on the line. Give us a call. What do you make of the Black Stars? Now that they will not have Thomas Partey ahead of that game, how will the team set up? Let me take this particular caller. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Technology is not your friend.
Yeah. The tech
We'll
is...
figure it out. Don't worry. Be patient with
please,
us.
give us a call. Would love to hear from you. What do you make of the Black Stars? How do you think they should set up in the absence of Thomas Partey in terms of Ghana's very first game at the World Cup? Fence, when is that? On the 17th, right?
17th is Wednesday. It's 11 p.m. Ghana time, -4. So that would be 9 p.m. I said 9 p.m. That'll be 7 p.m. in Toronto.
In Toronto. So 7 p.m. in Toronto. It's 11 p.m. in
Accra.
And Accra.
Ghana. So it should be an interesting game. I've been checking out the Panamanian team. They've got a decent team.
Okay, Fence, it looks like we have a caller on the line. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
Okay, my name is Yao Asante. I'm calling from Canada, Ottawa, Canada.
Wow.
Wonderful. You're calling us from Canada.
He's from Ottawa.
Yeah, before we even say anything, I have wonderful news for you.
Today is your lucky day.
Okay, awesome.
Today is your lucky day.
I'm excited.
You have won yourself a ticket to go and watch Ghana versus Panama.
Yes. Let's go.
Let's freaking go.
Wonderful, yeah. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to Toronto.
wonderful. The production team will get in touch in terms of how you can get your ticket. But please, let's hear your thoughts on today's podcast. What do you have to tell us?
Okay, yeah. I really enjoy the podcast. I always watch it all the time. So my friends are flying in from the US to watch the game in Toronto as well. So we're all excited.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of the Partey issue, I think the FA should have done better. They should have known in advance, like something like this could happen, right? And put plans in place, or plan Bs or backup for this. And now it's like we are stuck holding the bag. As one of our star players at home, our deputy captain. But I think the rest of the boys can do the job for us. So now that I've won a ticket, I'm excited. I just flown in from Calgary to Ottawa this afternoon.
I see.
So I was listening to you guys while I was on the plane, and I'm gonna drive down to Toronto. For the game, and I'm planning on going down to Philly as well to watch the Croatia game. So
Wonderful.
I'm excited.
Wonderful.
Excited.
Congrats once again. You've won yourself a ticket. All the best.
Right.
Stay
Appreciate
safe.
it. Thank you guys so much.
And please keep watching. Thank you so much. That was Yao from Canada, our first ticket winner.
Congratulations to him.
Congrats to him. So the cat is out of the bag.
Isn't
The cat
it?
is out of the bag.
It is
If you
out
call
of
us
the
from
bag.
Canada, you are getting yourself a Ghana versus
Coach,
Panama
they
ticket.
said the cat is out of the bag.
Hello.
Normally, if the cats will come out of the bar, you're not going to figure
Hello.
You don't know he catch the bag.
Yes. Hi. What's your name and where are you calling from, please?
Hello, Nathan. This is Frank. I'm calling from Montreal.
You are calling from
Montreal?
Montreal in Canada.
Montreal in Canada. Congrats to you. Félicitations, comme on dit en Montréal. You have won yourself
Oh,
a
mon
ticket
ami. Merci,
to
merci,
watch Ghana
merci.
versus Panama in Toronto.
Thank you, Nathan.
Wonderful. Do you have any thoughts on the Black Star situation? Thomas Partey will not be coming to Canada to play in that first game.
That is a bad news for us. But Vimdi,
Okay.
we still go past through.
We still go past through. I like the optimism. Thank you so much. Congrats once again. The production team will get in touch with you
Thank you.
on how you can get your tickets to go watch the Black Stars in Toronto.
Thank you, Nathan.
All right. Thank you so much. You've heard it for yourself. If you are watching us in Canada or you plan to be in Canada, I don't have the Ghana versus Panama ticket, let me know. But especially if you call and you are in Canada.
Hello?
Hold by me. Hello?
Yeah, my name is Joe. I'm calling from Boston.
Your name is Joe. You are calling from Boston. Boston in Massachusetts.
Boston. Yes,
Well, they don't get to win a ticket, right? But
Boston,
anyway,
Mass.
please go ahead. What have you got to tell us today?
It's all good. I'm just trying to talk about the Partey issue, right?
Please
Because
go ahead.
I feel like the GFA already knew about it, but they were just trying to conceal it.
Okay.
You understand? Because they can't tell me that all this. Why they didn't know anything about all this diplomacy.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Yeah, fair point.
Yeah, you do. I mean, you do have a
Yes.
point. You do have a point.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fair point.
Because now we are going to lose a slot because of that. We could have just taken someone in the team. You understand?
Yeah. Anyway,
Thank
It's quite unfortunate.
yes,
Yeah,
it
very
is.
unfortunate.
It is. Anyway, thank you.
All right,
Thank
shout
you.
out to coach.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much
Shout
for
out to you
calling,
too for calling.
and all the best.
No
Shout out to the
problem. Thank
people
you too.
in Boston.
All right, take it easy.
All right, man.
man.
Safe one. All right. You can still give us a call. This is the Jupay Podcast Live. We are on all the channels. I think we have a caller on the line. Hello. Can you hear us, please?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Daniel Amatilai. I'm
Hey,
calling
Daniel
from
Amate.
Canada.
Oh, Daniel Amate, well, not the Black Stars player. But anyway, Danny, congrats. You have won yourself a ticket to go and
Where
watch
in
Ghana
Canada?
versus
Where in
Panama.
Canada? Where in Canada?
Awesome.
And where in Canada are you calling us from?
Right now, I'm calling from Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Wow.
But I live in Toronto.
You live in Toronto. I see. So
What are you doing in?
But what are you doing in Nova Scotia? What are you doing in Halifax?
I'm actually on a work assignment, so yeah.
I see. Anyway, you've won yourself a ticket, so you are going to the BMO to watch Ghana versus Panama.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
God bless.
All right. By virtue of the fact that you called us from Canada, you've won
Daniel
yourself.
Mate, I'm from Saskatchewan.
All right, Daniel. Thank you so much. Yes. Do you have any comments? Yes. Please go ahead.
Yeah, the city you're trying to pronounce is called Etobicoke.
Etobicoke. Thank you for that.
Etobicoke.
Yeah.
It shows I haven't been to Canada before. That's fine. Etobicoke. I've learned something new today. Thank you so much.
No
Thank
more
you.
lie. Oh, you are doing.
Daniel Lai. There's a Richie Lai on the Canadian team as well. So.
Yes, there's a Richie Lai. He plays for the Canadian team. Anyway, Daniel, thank you once again for calling. Congrats on winning the ticket. We wish you the very best.
Thank you.
Wonderful stuff. This is still the Jupay Podcast Live. We are on for
Daniel Lai. There's a Richie Lai on the Canadian team.
All right, hello. Yes, what's your name and where are you calling from, please?
Yes. Wish you the very best. Thank you. Hello.
Yes, hello. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
He needs to lower the
Nathan, my
volume
name
of
is
his. That's what's
Bismarck.
causing the
I'm
feedback.
calling from Sweden.
You're calling from Sweden. Okay, Bismarck, I want you to lower the volume on the stream.
Okay.
Or mute
Okay.
it.
I just did that.
Brilliant. So you can hear us through the phone. You don't need the stream to hear us. You are calling us from Sweden, Northern Europe. Wow. How is Sweden? How excited are the people there in terms of the World Cup?
Of course, they are in the World Cup, so mostly they are going for their own. You know that.
Yeah.
Nathan is Bismarck. We used to meet at Metro TV with Christopher Opoku those days.
Wow, I see. From way back. Wow, it's nice to hear from you.
MTN Soccer Academy, if you remember very well, with Gideon Badams.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's wonderful. Wow. Long time.
Yeah, long time. I used to meet you, Fento, and
Okay.
but not Coach Nimdi.
Okay, you haven't met Coach
Yeah.
yet. Wonderful. Please go ahead with your comments.
Yeah, I like Coach Nimdi. I agree with him on Caleb Urich. Just that I want to deviate a bit. So the thing is, I watched Caleb Urich last year during the Gothia Cup in Sweden here.
Okay.
And I was like, wow, such a player. The thing is, he has this high IQ, and so he's able to adapt easily in terms of the midfield, the position dynamics and everything. He can do box to box. Of course, I would not want him to do box to box in the Panama game because of the way these guys can run. So much as Partey is not there, in terms of coverage, he has legs to cover, distance. So probably he can fit in well. And considering that he's also well composed, he has the composure. So I think most definitely he's going to fit in easily. Players with high IQ and composure, confidence, they are able to adapt easily. All they need is just the tactical details from the technical team. And then also, I think his idol is Michael Essien, who is also around. So he should be able to kind of, like Coach Nimli said, to psych him and all that. So he should be able to fit in. Thank you so much, Nathan.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bismarck.
Be like Canada for not choking line. No, are you listening?
Now what? Can tickets? That's why I'm free. Hello.
Yeah, my name is Jerome.
Yes.
I'm calling from Mississauga, Canada.
Oh, I see.
Please, where are you calling
Where
from?
are you calling from once again?
Mississauga, Canada.
Mississauga in Canada.
Mississauga. Hold on.
Where exactly in Canada is that? I'm curious. Is it Ontario? It's close to Toronto.
Hold on. One more time, Nathan. Hold on.
Yeah.
The name of the place is Mississauga.
And you mean Mississauga?
Oh,
Mississauga. Wonderful.
Because it was Mississauga.
What's your name once again?
Jerome.
Congrats, you've won yourself a ticket to go watch Ghana v Panama on the 17th of June at the BMO.
Sure. Sure, that would be great.
Wonderful. So you've won yourself a ticket. The production guys will get your details and they will get in touch with you on how you
was
can
a little underwhelming.
on how you can get your ticket. But
Thank
anyway,
you so much.
I'm
How
sure
is Coach? How is Coach?
Coach is
Coach
very
is
fine.
right
Coach is
here.
here.
I'm right here, my brother. I'm right here. I'm
Give him-
cool.
Coach,
give him
when are you
Canada.
coming to Canada?
I will
You know what I
inform.
mean?
I will inform. I will inform.
At the right
Sure,
time.
sure. Let me know. Let me know.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thank you so
All right,
much.
all right,
I
Jerome,
will
guys are
take
doing
your
an amazing
number.
job.
I will take your number from the guys and then I will let you know. Right?
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Jerome. Thank you once again and congrats. This is still the
Yeah,
Jupay
book
Podcast
number.
Live. We will take a few more calls and wrap it up. The number is on your screen. You can call us. As I said tonight, we have a special for the people in Canada. If you call us from Canada,
How many can we give away today?
I'm told that I don't know. They've not given me a number,
Hey,
so it's almost
If we
like
give all away,
limitless,
na sure
right?
no bet me nya ni na ma omo de.
Obenya. Eustace
Hello?
is in charge. He has a plenty.
So if you are calling us from Canada, yeah, and also if you are new to Jupay, sign up to Jupay, set up your account, and win a ticket to see Samini live in Toronto on June 21. And if you are an existing customer of Jupay, look out for the pop-up so you can win yourself a ticket to watch Samini. And if you are in the US as well, Jupay is organizing an all-white cruise party in New York on the 19th of June. Special guest appearance by the Queen of Shea Nation, Wendy Shea. Wendy Shea. She will be there to spice up the cruise on the 19th of June. You can give us a call. We'll take a few more calls and then we'll call it an evening. You can get in touch with us on the Jupay Podcast Live. I'm sure my producers will give us some comments that are coming through on the YouTube feed, X Spaces, on the live stream all across the various platforms. But you can give us a call. As I said, if you are calling us from Canada, you get to win yourself a ticket to watch Ghana v Panama. Ghana v Panama. So give us a call if you are in Canada and we'll hand you a ticket to go and watch the Black Stars taking on Panama in the 2026 FIFA World Cup. I don't know whether it is still Qatar 0, Switzerland 1. Guys, is it still Qatar 0, Switzerland 1? Nobody's following. Well, it's halftime, I think.
No, it's 1-0 at halftime.
Or 1-0 at halftime. All right, Switzerland leading that game by a goal to no.
Brilliant Mbolo,
Brilliant Bolo's penalty.
the convicted assaulter.
Why are you saying that?
They say he assaulted someone, they convicted him.
Don't do that.
Yes, Qatar.
You don't do that. Don't do that.
Charlie, but the way the yellow cards they flew for the game, so
Yellow cards.
The tournament is telling me for Lucas.
No, I beg you for sit down. Make it no
Oh, but coach, 3 yellow cards.
Lucas.
Now I'm just saying that there are 3 yellow cards in the Qatar Switzerland game.
Lucas, Kegan, Lucas. No more Lucas. I really want to meet him. We can write a story on him. How does he do it?
How does he do it? Get his yellow cards. Anyway, this is
But
still
I
the
heard Jerome too has got a lot of yellow cards.
Jerome Opoku.
Yeah, check.
I'll have to check. I
Somebody
need
say
to
he's
sit.
also in the 70s. Check for me.
Jerome.
I will check.
Oh, check for me. We are doing
It's a
this.
normal football player.
No, they say
It's normal.
he's played like 200 something games, but he has about 70 something yellow card.
Oh,
Somebody told me.
okay. I
There's
think we have a caller on the line. Hello. 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 Okay, I still think we are having a few issues with the line, but you can give us a call. Drop your comments as
The
well.
line
I'm
is
told
jammed. They say
the
the
lines
line
are
is
jammed, man. In the words of Stephen Appiah, phones are calling.
The phones are calling.
They keep calling.
Hey, yeah. You know what I mean? The phones are calling. I think I have to turn one of them off.
Yes. You can give us a call on the Jupay Podcast Live. We are wrapping it up in a bit here on this episode of the show. We've been looking ahead to the Black Stars and how they'll potentially set up ahead of that game against Panama. Guys, final question to you before we leave. In terms of our preps, Fenton coach, how will you rank... Sorry. How will you rank our preps? Some people say that this is the worst preps we've ever done for a World Cup.
I think so too.
Some people
But,
think it's not that bad.
You know, I really don't want to focus too much on the preparations anymore at this point. What is done is done. I think playing one friendly game was less than ideal. But I would prefer to be forward-looking. How do we get into Toronto and get a result against Panama? That is, for me, the most essential thing. Has the coach seen enough of these boys? Has he seen enough of Panama? Does he think he's got enough material to be able to get something past them? I don't know how we play or how we win against Panama. I just want us to win. And I think we're entirely capable of winning. I just wish that we didn't have to confront all these other off-field issues, because even on the field we've had, as I said earlier, less than ideal preparation, because ordinarily you want to be going into your first game focused and very determined with one mindset. I want all the management members and FA officials, everybody to be focused on one task and one task only. This issue has coming, and now people are launching appeals and people have to go through other judicial processes, paperwork, instead of focusing on what actually makes the team comfortable. But I've seen enough from the team camp to also believe that they're putting the issue behind them. Earlier today, there were visuals from the Black Stars Hotel where Black Sharif came and was performing with them. They seem to have been or to be in really good spirit. So, and I think that this coach has focused a lot on building chemistry, team bonding, and positive camp atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I think when those issues and those things exist in the camp, when the camp is brimming with a lot of positive energy, it can contribute to high levels of performance. But I just wish that we still had the Jama aura in the camp. I think that's the only thing that is missing in camp at the moment. You see the visuals coming out. Most of them is just like people are singing Black Sharif and they are singing. The Gen Zs don't care about Jama anymore. But I feel like Jama just has a certain spirit that comes with it. I don't even know if these players even know how to sing the Jama so well. But that's just by the way. But I think Panama, as I indicated, will be a tricky opponent. However, I will say here today that I think we have enough to beat Panama and beat Panama comfortably.
I see.
It will be a hard game, but in the end, the result will be a comfortable win.
Okay. You believe that the Black Stars will get a comfortable win?
I think it will be a 2-0 victory.
I see. 2-0. Wow. Okay. We'll see how it goes. Comments are coming in. Chris, just in a minute or two, your thoughts on our preps for the World Cup?
I am worried. I don't think we've had the best of preparation, especially under Carlos Queiroz. I would have thought that the people at the Ghana Football Association would have done everything, anything practically, spiritually possible to get this team another friendly game. I hear they tried doing so with Honduras, with Jamaica. It didn't wash or it didn't materialize. Why did it not happen? I am told it was because of the issues of money.
Oh.
And the problem is that cannot be the excuse. That cannot be the excuse. The reason why I'm saying that cannot be the excuse, Nathan Kwao, if you want to get a friendly game with Honduras and Jamaica, they did not qualify to the World Cup, right? Their players are holidaying.
Yeah, so of course.
You need to pay somebody. We played Japan, we played Korea, we played Germany, we played Austria. We've played Mexico. Us, like the one that was Mexico. We made money. Where is the money? Where is the money? This is the time that the Ghana Football Association could have used the money we made from those friendly games to at least organize a friendly game for Coach Carlos Queiroz. Look, we may be tickling ourselves and thinking that we are in the best of shapes. Fen did say the last time a player in the Black Stars played a proper competitive game was who?
Augustin Boache. And the other centre back, what's his name?
Pepra. I think they played against each other.
Why are you behaving this way? Why are you doing things this way?
The last time Semenyo played a competitive game was May 24.
Look, so
the final day of the
Premier League. I am worried though. Nathan, I'm a coach. If you subject my team through such preparation for such a major tournament, You get it. There's a reason why
not just a
England in the
competitive
space
game.
of...
Did he play the Wales match? No.
No.
Good. Semenyo has not played a football match since
May
May
24.
24.
Okay, all
That's right.
Okay, Chris,
The
wrap it
problem,
up. And
yeah,
then,
I'm wrapping. The problem here is that we should have at least played a friendly game. There's a reason why England, in the space of 2 weeks, played how many games?
three games, yeah.
There's a reason why Croatia did save. There's a reason why Panama did save. There's a reason why all the other countries did save. Why? And our people are there, Ketu Kreku and his people, Dr. Randiabe. These are seasoned football managers. Stephen Appiah is there. And I'm sure the Tornado I know would have told them that, look, if I'm the player in this team, the preparation you've given to me to go and showcase myself at this World Cup is woefully inadequate with this current manager. I'm told that Carlos Queiroz pushed, and pushed. Mokosmone Jioshika. I pray God we perform. But if we don't perform Nathan Kwao,
Easy.
we'll live to see what will happen in this country.
All right.
Go ya America ke Canada ke neighbor ashwe here she. Come le ni amshweti me here chona. Amshwe Ghana be here chona. Nyakoba ya court for benin ka wait court. I end my message there.
All right, let's. I think we're about wrapping it up. Okay, let's go through comments that have come through. Several comments on our stream, guys. Let me just read these comments, and then we take a few more calls, and then we'll wrap it up. This one.
Few more calls.
Says, yeah, well, that's what the production team is saying. I wonder what the FA was doing about this after all this while. The GFA should have communicated that to the government, have handled it diplomatically. This one says, a blow which is yours, early encountered, extricates you from further torrential hostilities. Play Augustine. Senaya surprised us when he was introduced. Let's trust the boys. This one says, I think Nyama may be too direct for the number 10 role. It requires a lot of creative responsibility and should be able to keep the ball and see the pass. And this one says, I believe there's a reason why we have professional players. If you're a professional player, you're able to carry out the role regardless of your profile. And this one says, if like we had chosen the right player, this Partey problem would not be an issue. We should blame the FA. Okay, all right. Let me proceed. All right, I think those are the comments in terms of today's show. All right, let's pick. I'm told we can pick 3 more calls. All right, I think we have a caller on the line. Hello? 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 All right, we don't have a caller yet. This is the Jupay Podcast Live. We'll be wrapping it up in a minute.
We'll take the 2 calls. Sean says we should take them, so we'll take them.
Yeah, so we are trying to take the calls. And then
if not, he will release my sex tape. He's threatening the people. That's blackmail.
I don't know.
Actually, I am Ibrahim calling from Canada.
Hey,
Ibrahim calling us
Ibrahim!
from
He sounds so
Canada.
excited that he managed to sneak through.
He decided to sneak in.
Take it out.
Actually, Tairo Fogua. Actually, I stayed in the same house with Mr. Tairo.
Hey.
Yeah, I stay with him around Sipe the Galco house. I don't know if he.
Yes, in Kumasi, yes. Yes.
Yeah, in Kumasi, yeah. We are in need of the ticket so badly to go and support.
Allah has blessed you.
Yes, Allah has blessed you.
Allah has blessed you. Today's your lucky day.
Ghana versus Panama. The production team will get in touch with you on how you can get your tickets. But yeah, that's that. Congrats.
Okay. Oh, thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. We'll take one more call, and then we'll wrap it up for today. This is the Jupay Podcast Live. We are wrapping it up, but let's take one more call. Let's see if we get one more call from Canada, because today we said we had a special for our friends from Canada who are calling us so they can win a ticket to go watch Ghana v Panama on the 17th of June at the BMO field in Toronto. That's where Ghana will be playing their first World Cup 2026 game. Do you have a call? Okay, all right. If not, let's wrap it up. Guys, thank you, fans. Thank you so much. Thank you, coach. We'll gather again next week to review everything that happens in that game involving Ghana and Panama. Hopefully 3 points. Hopefully nice things to talk about. And then we'll see.
Big shouts to Baby Safo, Baby Lawyer. Safo cannot get through.
Yes.
So he said he's in Canada. He wants to call. So he's asking if he can call my phone directly.
Forget it.
No protocol here.
No protocol here.
Safo.
Yeah, he wants to win a ticket.
My phone.
But no protocol.
Safo,
As a lawyer, you have to know.
I chatted. It wasn't yesterday.
You have to know the rules. Anyway, guys, before we leave, a quick reminder that a quick reminder that if you are in Canada, right, you should download the Jupay app, sign up and win a ticket to watch Samini live in Toronto on the 21st of June. For the existing customers, look out for the pop-up regarding the program. Click on it and book your tickets. It's happening at the Apostle Continuation Hall, 10 Belfield. The guy showed us the name, Etobicoke, right? Is that Etobicoke? Yeah, Etobicoke in Toronto. All right.
In Toronto.
Yeah, in Toronto. The other announcement has to do with the people in New York. If you're in the Big Apple in New York, on the 19th of June, Jupay is organizing the all-white cruise party. 19th of June. It's happening on Pier 36, 299 South Street, New York. And the guest will be Wendy Shea, Queen Mother of Shea Nation, Queen Mother of the Shea Gang. She will be there to serve you some great music. I'm sure there will be meet and greet. You can take pictures and all. All of that thanks to the very good people at Jupay. That's how I wrap it up tonight on the Jupay Podcast Live. My name is Nathan Kwa. I did this with my brothers, Fento Tahiru and Coach Christopher Nimley. Shout out to the production team, Sean and Chris, the sound guy, lights, camera, everybody. Shout out to Auntie Lou for serving us great refreshment, the juices, the teas, the croissant and things as always. Shout outs to you, our viewers, for joining us. We'll catch you next weekend with another exciting episode of the Jupay Podcast Live. Stay safe. Keep using Jupay. If you want to send money to Ghana, Togo, Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa, keep using Jupay because it's the best money remittance service. If you apply the discount codes or the promo codes Nathan, Coach, or Fento, you get a $5 discount on your first transaction. And if you're a new user, look out for the Samini ticket. If you're an existing user, look out for the pop-up. Grab your ticket. Go and enjoy Samini in Toronto. We'll catch you next week. Have a good one. Have a blessed week. Take care. And we'll catch you on the next episode.
Big shouts, Hakeem.